Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Leaves it with the running back.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, he's like, man, what does that do?
The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
The Seminoles backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the target. Finds his man open. Touchdown Seminoles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On this drive, already down 14. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Now on second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wow, the Canes are known for big-time playmakers. Tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Quick strike complete. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From the gun, the ground game. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. We saw it right there.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on first down. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Using his feet. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always around, just exhausted.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion of this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to threat.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Cuevas. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Noles. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing pushing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Line getting set on second down. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Got a man in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snap in the shotgun. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Miami!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the left. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan.
Continues to fight for yards. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll slide and avoid the big hit. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown Seminoles! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Kick is in the air. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Floyd. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fox. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Floyd. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, no! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for 7 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And then when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The give out of the gun. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches. Gives it on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Canes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. After the run, now to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run it to the right. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He's been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more. Got some room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Fires to the middle. Fires it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. This time he's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
A little screen to the running back. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And for a quick update, let's let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. That Miami offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Let's go! On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Back open in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got a 1st down. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
And this game has obviously had a hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get...
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.